In this final video segment, we're going to look at another example of using Boolean operators. So currently, most students are working on exercise 3, and what exercise 3 is you're setting up a movie theater simulation. And with that movie theater simulation, the user has to input an option of whether they want snack option A, snack option B, or snack option C. So what I've done is I've written a little segment of code here, and what this segment of code does is it declares a character called option. It prints out choose an option, and then you input your option, and then it has a conditional statement here, and it says if option is equivalent to A. Remember, since we're checking a character, we have to use these single quotes, and it will say you have chosen option A. Else, if option is equivalent to B, you have chosen option B. Oh, we need to change that to a B. And then if it's not option A and it's not option B, it's going to automatically say you have entered an invalid option. So if we run this program, pretty straightforward. It prints it out. I choose A. You have chosen option B. Let's run it again. If I run this program, you have chosen option B. Now, one of the key things about being a programmer is you want to account for all the different cases that might occur, because people are lazy often, and even though they see that the option is a capital A, they might put in a small case A. So if we run this again, and we're going to assume a user that's not following the exact instructions, they put a small case A. So let's see what happens. Well, it says you've entered an invalid option. The reason for that is the character capital A is different than the character small a. There's an interesting extension that you can look at for those of you interested about how characters are actually represented as integers. So if you look up an ASCII table in Java using a Google search, you'll find some interesting information. So what I want to do with this program is I want this to enter this condition if the user enters capital A or they enter small a. So again, saying this out loud is really useful, or writing it down, because it helps you think of what operator to use. So enter first condition if user enters A or small a. So what that means is I'm going to use an OR operator here. So I'm going to say if option is equivalent to A or option is equivalent to small a. So now what the program does is checks to see that the user has entered a capital A or a small a. And I can extend that same logic down here. Option or, so now we have else if option is equivalent to B or option is equivalent to small b. So now if we run this file, I can hit a small b and it still goes in and selects the proper option for me. Whenever you write programs for me in this course, I always want any type of character input for a menu to be case sensitive. Sorry, not to be case sensitive. So the user should always be able to enter either the small case or the capital case. And that's a good way to practice your usage of the OR operator. Good luck.